program about veganism and the Illuminati, the Rockefellers, all of the Holly weird people, all of the agendas and the weird shit that goes on in the world. And I'm gonna say it as the title says: you can't have it both ways. These same people, and I like to precurse this with this idea that I'm out here teaching people about fruits and vegetation and fasting and water and um, shivambu and how to heal themselves. So don't think this is coming from someone that eats meat every day of the week, that is on a standard American diet. But let's make this clear. There's so many people out here that they hate. They're like Hollywood is evil and everything, the Illuminati and Freemasonry, and okay, I'll accept that. But then you don't get to, then you see these people out here. Here's Jigga, Rockefeller. I mean, why is he a Rockefeller? He's a Rockefeller, huh? Interesting. Anything to do with David Rockefeller? I mean, everybody knows he's a Freemason, right? You hate all that, right? But he's telling you to come out and be a vegan. Now, isn't that a little bit of whew, that's a jap that's a gap to jump. How's that? Can you weave that together for me? If veganism is what everyone claims it to be, this health that you're going to get from it, if that's what it is, then you have to accept Hollywood and that they're doing the right thing. They're all, because everybody in Hollywood out here these days, that they all going vegan. How many of them out here have been speaking about veganism for a long time? Everybody knows how these games work. But then as soon as he pointed out, like, no, 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 well, they just happen to be, they're not, wait, well, no, they want to help the planet, right? That's why they're going vegan, right? I mean, you love Bill Gates, right? He wants to go vaccinate everybody. Oh, wait, hold on. So Bill Gates wants to vaccinate everybody. Oh, wait, you're against vaccinations, which, I mean, I'm on board with. I'm not, let's just say I'm not going to take any sides here, but everybody should already know where I sit in this whole debacle of people's minds. Um, you don't get to, you don't, you don't get to take both here. You get to choose one. Is Hollywood weird? Is Holly weird? Illuminati fucked up, Agenda 21, trying to kill everybody, trying to depopulate, trying to poison, because that's the standard protocol of thought. 100% of the time across the board with people that believe in the Illuminati as an evil organization run by Satanists that go around and poison and cause people dis-ease and harm. So if you take that, you cannot be vegan. Now, as I'll always, and if I get any stupid comments, you get deleted, because I must make this very clear again. Vegetables are not vegan. Vegan is not really a diet. But if you'd like to say veganism is a diet, go for it. You can, but you do not get to put under your umbrella. Go tell your girl, Beyonce, about being under the umbrella. Everybody knows what that song is about, right? Huh, interesting. You don't get to put the vegetables and the fruits and the seeds and the nuts and the living systems underneath the blanket term of veganism. You can't do it. It's not allowed. There's too many dead animals in the field. There's too much death and that decay, which causes the life of the next generation of fruits, vegetables, all the things that you eat that you consider vegan aren't vegan at all. And I've told this to people 1,000 times over. Veganism is a push to farther and farther plasticize culture until the point that fruits and vegetables, as I'm saying, are not vegan. It's going to be very clear to people in a few years, but they're going to be so far past the point, they're not going to understand this, that, oh, there is some living system there, because they don't want you part of a living system. There's part of a living system that created that vegetation. We can't have that. Don't touch the vegetables. An animal died. I mean, go through the process. How does when an animal dies, what do you think happens? There's worms and there's bugs and the body goes through a cadavering, and there's all sorts of these bugs that go into that also, if you didn't know, they get into your grains. Anybody familiar with how silos work and what all the bugs in there are, and those bugs that are in the grains, and they're also processing things in your body. This is why people get really sick when they're on a high meat and high grain diet. But I mean, what are you gonna. So you don't get to. I mean, if you're gonna keep listening, take notes, and then you can challenge them all as the vegans do, because they just won't accept clear, very specific, simple facts. If you're vegan, you have to accept Hollywood as being a holistic, environmentally conscious organization that is there for your good, because everybody out there in Hollywood is telling you to go vegan. But if you really truly believe Hollywood is a fucked up, weird, crazy ass place, and they're trying to manipulate things to the point of removing people from culture and removing people from reality and removing people from nature and a loving, wonderful, harmonious society, if you believe that, you cannot be vegan. Period. You can't do it. You can't bridge. That gap is too big. So I'll leave this. I mean, shit. I know that ain't no vegan to walk up in here right now and talk anything, because they're not even, my channel's not even gonna show up under their feed. They're gonna come back later and try to type something stupid beneath because they heard one thing I said, and then they didn't listen to the rest of it. But as always, I'll say it anyways. I mean, is there something I'm missing? I mean, because I know I look at these people's channels. I see their channels, and I try to figure out what are they saying, what do they mean. I look at their Instagrams, and I notice all the posts, and the posts are, go vegan, it's the best thing for the world, blah blah blah, and here, go biodegradable this, and they go, and then fuck Hollywood, and it's always the same thing. But I'm like, you have a lot of things here that are contradictory to the nth degree that you can't even justify as being realistic. Veganism, thank you, John Kruger. See, that's what it is. It is a cult. It is, absolutely. Whenever I make these videos, when I used to make these videos, I would start and go, the easiest thing is just be a human being. And your diet and your deity and all of this, whatever you consume, make it as good as you can. Be as healthy as possible. Be as loving and kind, and don't kill the animals, blah, blah, blah. I don't suggest any of these things. But once you get into that, like, I might as well be talking to a Christian. I might as well be talking, you can't step on their toes, because they're gonna throw a Bible at you. Now you got vegans, they throw in, I don't know what the fuck they throwing at people. Well, they used to throw blood at people. Remember that shit? That was fun. I mean, A Supreme, I broke that down 1,000 times, my friend. What's wrong with it? They throw in cow these days. Start at the beginning of the video or watch any of my other ones on being vegan. It's anti-human. It's anti-life. It's pro-plastic. It's pro removing people from. But plastic is fantastic. There you go. Ain't that the funny thing too? They hate plastic, but then they go and buy foods that are literally chemicals that I've never even heard of. I'll find a vegan, walk through a store with me. And I'll pick up every box of food and everything on the shelf that says vegan on it, and we'll read the list of ingredients, and then we'll go on the computer and we'll look them up and see what they are. And you a test subject, you a guinea pig. And a higher level, what this is, on a much higher level, is to see how many people they can get to join these idiotic fantasies that veganism is the way to the future, because it's not. It's really not. I mean, it's a psychological game. Yeah, a lot of natural. Yeah, you got to make sure you put quotes around that, Kia. There you go. Because natural doesn't mean a damn thing. Natural means nothing. So just in case I missed any talking points here. There you go. Hey, EG, there you go. Sometimes the white trash and you craves pickled eggs, pickled sausage, and a cold beer. Well, fuck it. Those are all excellent things. As long as, some pickled eggs, man, if they're done the right way, are genius. Cold beer, you can't go wrong. I mean, shit, cold beer is life. Beer is life. It's a fermented living system. But you know what? Vegans probably ain't going to be wanting that. They don't want They don't want to be eating any life, because then all of a sudden you're going to find, and this is the point of it, this is the point I always try to make, that you're seeing the tip of it, but you're not seeing the whole gambit. That in a few years, the process of fermentation, which uses yeast, which are living systems, which die in the process, they're not going to want any beer, because it's a living system. I'll bet you vegans are going to start to take sauerkraut and kimchi and all of these things, because it's a living thing. But it might as well be. I mean, they don't want to kill anything. They don't want to kill nothing. So they're going to be killing beer. They're going to be killing, you know what, shit. They're going to, sooner or later, they're not going to have any gut bacteria. I mean, eating plastic, I mean, that's what the diet consists of. Of course you're going to lose weight. Of course. But here's the thing. Here's the most important thing that I try to maintain to people, a supreme, and the most important thing is that there's a lot of people that are healthy because of going, quote, vegan, unquote. But if you were to really, truly look at their diet, it's not vegan whatsoever. Their diet is vegetarian, meaning they eat vegetables. Fruitarian, meaning they eat fruit, living things. They're probably consuming a lot of water. They're probably working out. They're probably running. They're probably doing things that are healthy for themselves. They're probably, look at these people. They live near the beach. They're running around. They're going to the gym. They're getting sunshine. Their shoes are off. Their shirts are off. You know what I mean? But they're not vegan. They're vegetarian that wear a vegan cloak. Once in a while, they're going to eat a vegan product. And again, I say vegan product. I didn't say vegan food. I didn't say vegan food. I said vegan product. Food isn't a product. Food is nature. Go out there and participate with the living systems. So what do vegans eat that's plastic? Okay, A Supreme, go into the store or get online right now and look up any vegan product you want and start listing off all the ingredients on there. And when I say plastic, I don't take it to that level. There's a lot of it that is plastic. When I say plasticized, I'm using the same terminology as you'd say, you put something in a microwave, it becomes plasticized. They're not eating food, they're eating something that is fake. Plastic is fake. So what I say is, thank you, Mind. There you go. It's this fake culture they're eating. They're eating a fakeness. And it might as well go, look at all these people in Hollywood. They're all fancy. You know what? Most of them got Botox. They got plastic surgery. Plastic surgery? Well, they're doing plastic surgery internally by eating all of these things, these chemicals off the shelf. Because it's just like, let's see what they're going to eat. Let's see what they'll eat. We're going to just promote it like it's good. If it's promoted to this degree, you know what they don't promote? They don't promote nature. No one telling you to go sit outside. No one going to tell you to sit under the bodhi tree. No one's telling you to breathe. No one's telling you to drink distilled water. No one's telling you to do anything that is actually free from nature. Who? You see a marketing campaign for lemons? Anybody see a marketing campaign for lemons? No. Strawberries? Nope. You might find a little bit of a marketing campaign for the genetically modified ones, but you find plenty of marketing marked. It's marked by who? Marked by the beast. Maybe people really want to know. The mark of the beast is veganism. Oh shit, did he say that for real? Because those people are angry motherfuckers. They're fake and angry. They're plasticized fake people. And they've been made that way because their consciousness is fake and what they eat is fake. They even got the balls. They even got the balls to eat real things. But they can be mad and yell at you. They're so real. They're mad at the brothers and sisters. They're mad at their own kinfolk, the same species as them. But yet they're out there because they're all eating plastic. They're all eating chemicals. So there you go. A Supreme. I always have to. Let me see what y'all had to say. I only got a few minutes here because I'm in between enemas as I'm sitting here on the toilet. Yeah, yeah. I mean, shit. If you want to eat some, there you go, Eli Jin. Um, yeah. Eating fast food or vegan fast food, or whatever. It's all. I mean, dude, there's a time and place for it. I'm not saying not to, like, but to wholly consume it as a diet and call it your deity, and then make sure that everybody eats that. Like, if I sold beef, you know what? I would market beef, but I wouldn't be like, fuck you, corn eaters. Fuck you, people that eat anything that I don't eat. But then somebody's going to mishear what I'm saying and say, well, we don't kill animals. You do. You like somebody called me. Somebody commented on some of my videos the other day that I'd said something about occasionally consuming meat products, and they called me like a fucking animal murderer and all of this. And I'm like, man, that's so nice of you. So nice. So nice. It's so confusing what these people's standpoint are. But except for one thing, it's very obvious that they hate other humans. They hate people that actually have a living system, that have a brain that still works. Let me scroll through. Let me see what you got to say. Yeah, let me what's up, Logan? Yeah, California. Thank you, California. There you go. Everything is Cal these days, yo. Cal. And A Supreme, I just came back as Beyonce lost all this weight. Beyonce is supposedly a black woman, and by black women are their whole entire makeup and body chemistry. They should be thick. She shouldn't be skinny. If you really want to get to it, if she is actually a woman, and all of this, like I don't know, I don't really follow her career. I don't know. I mean, it's obviously for show because yeah, Beyonce's gonna marry Jay-Z's weird looking ass, right? I mean, would that could anybody ever in a million years she could be with anybody? No, it's because they're popular, so they put the couple together, and I don't, that's neither here nor there to the thing, but okay, so she vegan, so she lost weight. Is that good? Nah, I don't think so. And Al Gore out there promoting veganism? Oh, he knows a lot, huh? He knows all about the global warming. Well, you know what it's not called? It's not called global warming anymore. It's called climate change. Well, motherfucking the climate changes all the time. We ain't playing that game. And Eli Jenny, everything is an expression of yourself. God, yes, this is clear. But as an expression of yourself and God, we do know that there is a thing. Everything has its place, and every place has a thing. It means it means yourself, God. You wouldn't be a very bright student of the universe, Eli Jen, if you were to say you would start eating an automobile rather than a fruit. That would just see because sometimes people take these maxims to extremes because they're not actually truly maxims. They're just fancy things to say like everything is yourself and God. Well, then go eat. Then stop eating all food and go eat a car. Just buy yourself, and that should feed you for years, right? You know what I mean? So like when people just say wild things like yeah, yeah, every tool technology, but you ain't nobody out here eating like you eat. You don't eat the menu, you eat the food. Go to a restaurant, eat the menu. No, you eat the food. The, the menu isn't the food, and the map is not the terrain. This is simple. Vegan fast food in their business. There you go, City L. Yeah, convenience cultures. There you go, Jen. Convenience cultures. We're always everything needs to be more convenient. I think there's some We made tools to make our jobs easier and to be more convenient, but it's run amok. It's gone a little too far to a degree, right? That we'll 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 trade in we'll trade in we'll trade in what's awesome, what's really really pure, what's really good for convenience, you know? Like we'll trade in a good healthy hearty meal for the convenience of fast shit. It's just that. It's fast food culture. Yeah, Eli Gent, you're told to do what your conditioned mind wants and not what your body is naturally gravitating towards. Yeah. Yeah, John, I've not, John Kruger, seen the artificial. I've heard of it. The fetus thing. I've heard of it. If that is, that's crazy and hilarious. Although I think that could just be a joke too. I think that could just be a joke to get people, talking about, oh my God, there's fetuses and everything. But if even if it is, I mean, there we go. Back to the, everything is in this constant loop or cycle. You don't escape the cycle of shit dies and then shit's reborn. There's animals dying everywhere. So everything is made off the death of the animals. Leo went gay because he ate the Haribo gummies. Alive and awake. No, it's not. I need no. I've had a couple chicks, stick a finger up there, but nah, it's not my thing. First knuckle, I'm happy with that, but anything more than that, then then it's no good. Play with the rim a little bit. You don't need to be getting too far up there. What's up, Juniperus? What's up? Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, the FDA, they're really out there for everybody's good, huh? Maya and Jin, you hate tofu. You know what? Good tofu, like real good, like from a like, you know, if you go into go watch a few videos, if you never have, on the making of tofu, um, in China, Japan. I don't remember, I think it's Japan basically is the major place, but it's an art just like everything else, just like making rice wine, making sake, and it's so much different when you've had good tofu. It's so much wildly different. It's not even the same thing as what we probably get here, which probably is garbage. It's nowhere. It's not even close. Um, yeah, 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 yeah. A Supreme, you can't see her eating things that she knows isn't good for her, especially if she's helping to push the agenda. Yeah, I mean, what does she know? Start there. She's an entertainer, number one. You start with that. Maybe she is eating things that are good for her, but just pushing the vegan agenda. That's a bigger point that I'm trying to make. A Supreme, if you're still here, which is she could be probably eating a very healthy diet all day. Wasn't the chick that, and she came out with that song Lemonade, right? Maybe she's talking about piss, huh? Maybe she knows. Maybe it's actually a real deal. She is actually eating what she knows because she's from another realm and she's a higher consciousness, but she's just acting some shit out. But either way, my point is you get to pick one. Like people don't get to call out Hollywood and Holly Weird and say this whole fucking agenda and bullshit. You don't get to do that and then all of a sudden claim veganism. That's the point. Because they're part and parcel of the same thing. So either she's pushing the agenda for veganism, which is detrimental, which means it is detrimental. So then how good of a person is she? Unless she doesn't know. So there you go. That's another conundrum that you can't fuck with. Dimension extensions. Meat would have more sun energy from the grass the animal ate. The highest form of grass energy would be milk from the cow. I've discussed that before. Milk from the cow is grass, sunlight and grass, basically, and water. So there you go. So that's milk, mother's milk of any animal, not just the cow. The mother, human mother, the mother of the monkey, the mother of the auroch, mother of the gorilla, whatever. Name a beast. Name a human. Name a species. John Kruger, I'm not going to do that right now. I just wanted to hit on this Beyonce, Jay-Z, Illuminati, vegan thing. I'm not going to do the DWs here, John Kruger. The Aston Martin, there you go. It's so nice. Yeah. Eli Jane, funny. Eating the automobiles. Thermo Boy, yeah. Tubes, obstruction equal vitality. There you go, man. Yeah, they tell you what to take in. They just, thank you, Mayan. Nobody tells you how to process it. They just tell you what to consume. They tell you consume this all day. It's like, that's why like, I don't know about maybe a couple, 2 years ago, I wasn't really making videos telling people what, like, all the shit that I would do and consume, because you shouldn't be doing that because you don't know how to process it. Nobody's telling you how to process things because it's much more difficult to process things, and so you've deprogrammed yourself. You can only process things if you know how to run the programs to process them. Yeah, I mean, John Kruger, there are no mistakes. Yeah, I mean, I agree with the first part. The universe is in perfect harmony. Yes, because no matter what happens, because everything is in balance, or else it would break. Everything is always in balance. So if you do something positive, someone's going to do something negative. If you do something balanced, maybe another person will do something balanced. If you and because it's holographic, it recreates itself instantaneously, immediately. So in the sense of saying there are no mistakes, sure, but there certainly is a better path for most people. Imagine that first knuckle. No, Leo, can't handle all that. Yeah, I think the tofu we're getting in this place is, I mean, because what kind of beans are they using? If they're using a living bean, but the process to make it really cheap and available here is wildly different. It's like processing anything. The chemicals, you can use chemicals to process something, or you could use like, look at oils. There are oils that you don't even really want to use if it says not for internal consumption. But these are because they're using chemicals to extract the oils. You want them to be distilled and in using a different process, but they don't. So the same way we're eating tofu in this country is not the tofu that they're eating in Japan. It's wildly 100% a million percent different, and it's come from a soybean. There ain't nothing wrong with soybeans. Everybody's like, oh, there's estrogen in this and that. No, you're taking the whole thing all wrong, because you're not getting back to what the plant itself, the seed itself is already perfected. But then you go and process it and make it through an alchemical system that might be a dysfunctional alchemical system, or using chemicals to extract things, and these are not the right way to do it. Tofu urki, yeah, it's another goofy one right there. Yeah. Cool. Hey, yeah, Jenny, go do that. I'm gonna get the fuck off of here. A Supreme, so even the shit that says organic is bad for you. I mean, it's really hot, man. If it's in I say it like this, A Supreme, if it's in a package, it's probably not good for you. It's gonna be, let me put it this way, it's gonna be harder for you to digest. Go find the tree with the fruits on it. Eat that. Go eat the vegetation from nature. It's easy. So even the organic stuff, you got to buy that organic label if we went farther into that. So let me say, I was gonna keep these around 30 minutes, so I'm gonna get the fuck off of here. But thanks for showing up. It's good to see y'all, and we'll talk soon. Let me just scroll through and see if I missed anything here. What's up, Michael Nolan? Yeah, okay. 30 minutes in. Thanks for showing up. City, everybody else. And it always is helpful if you do the little thumbs up the butt or hit the button. Excuse me, not the thumbs up the butt, just because somebody said that earlier. That's always helpful in these videos. So, yeah, do that if you can. If you don't want to, well, that's fine too. Have a beautiful day. I'm going to go do a coffee enema and listen to Mayan Jin. I suggest you do the same. Toodles.